All right, guys, we're going to go over the first two problems on our worksheet for today. All right. So for the first one, we first want to make sure it's in standard form, and luckily all the equations on this worksheet are in standard form. Our next step, following along with the steps from our notes, is to factor out the GCF, and in this case, our GCF is 2. All the numbers are divisible by 2. We're then going to divide everything by 2, leaving us with x squared, x, and -6. From here, we're going to calculate or plug in our numbers to the discriminant, where in this case, we have a of 1, which is right here, b of 1, and c of -6. Plugging these numbers in, we have b squared minus 4ac. We use parentheses for everything we're plugging in. So a is 1, b is 1, and c is -6. When you put this in a calculator, you should get 25. And now we're ready to plug this back into our quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula says x equals -b plus or minus the square root of that number we're going to plug in all over 2a. So plugging in these numbers, b is 1, the number inside the discriminant is 25, and a is 1. Simplifying this a little bit further, we know this is going to be -1. The square root of 25, which is on our perfect squares chart up at the front of the room, is 5. And we can simplify this as well. 2 times 1 is 2. So simplifying, we have -1 plus or minus 5 all over 2. Now, this can be calculated in two ways. We can calculate the -1 plus 5 over 2 and -1 minus 5 over 2. So let's do our positive and negative solution. Positive solution is going to be -1 plus 5 over 2. And our negative solution is going to be -1 minus 5 over 2. So for the positive, -1 plus 5 is 4 over 2 leaves us with 2. And for the negative, we have -6 over 2, which is -3. So in this case, our two solutions are -3 and +2. Let's look on the back and see which one has -3 and +2. And it looks like our answer is E. So I'm going to cross off E, and everywhere you see a number 1, we will write E. All right, and just to make sure I know what's going on and I don't get lost, I'm going to put an E up here. All right, number 2. Number 2, again, we need to factor out a GCF, but we don't have a GCF here. So we're going to go right into identifying A, B, and C. In this case, A is 1, B is -4, and C is 4. Calculating the discriminant, we have b squared minus 4ac, where b, let me just write this, set it up. B is -4, a is 1, and c, hold on, this is wigging out here. Try this one. Oh, I don't know how to turn that thing off. Let me see. Okay, I think I fixed it. All right, so here we're plugging in B, which is -4, A, which is 1, and C, which is 4. Putting this whole thing in the calculator, we get 0. Now, this tells us this 0 means that we have one real solution. Because we have one real solution, or not because, but just know that we have one real solution, we're going to move on. plugging it into the quadratic formula. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of our discriminant all over 2a. So negative b, our b is negative 4, and our discriminant was 0, a is 1. So we did an example like this in the notes where because the square root of 0 is just 0, this whole thing goes away. And all we have left is negative, or I guess this now is positive 4 all over 2, which means our only solution here is 2. So let's check the back page. Back page says there is a 2 right here. Oh, wait, did I do that wrong? We're looking for the 2 here. All right, t is 2. So that was the number we did, right? Yeah, number 2 is t. All right. We can do one more together. For this last one here, we look and see, is there a GCF we can factor out? Sorry for the bell. Is there a GCF we can factor out? No, there isn't. So we're going to go right into identifying A, B, and C. In this case, A is 2, B is negative 3, and C is negative 5. Then we'll calculate the discriminant. B squared minus 4AC. I like to leave the blanks. Plugging in A, B, and C, B is negative 3, A is 2, and C is negative 5. When you put this whole thing in the calculator, we get 49. Oops. We get 49. Now, plugging this back into our quadratic formula, we're going to say x equals negative b plus or minus the square root all over 2a. So b is negative 3. Our discriminant, 49, goes here, and a is 2. All right, we can simplify this. We can simplify this. Negative times negative 3 is going to give us a positive 3. Then, plus or minus, what is the square root of 49? If you look at your perfect squares chart, it is, oops, it is 7. All over 2 times 2 is 4. Now, this is going to give us two solutions. I know because my discriminant is a positive number, so we get two solutions, two real solutions, we should say. So we're going to do 3 plus 7 over 4, and then we'll do 3 minus 7 over 4. So our positive, 3 plus 7 over 4, simplify it, and our negative, 3 minus 7 over 4. 3 plus 7 is 10 divided by 4. We can simplify that to be 5 over 2. And then our last one, 3 minus 7 is negative 4 divided by 4 leaves us with negative 1. So our two real solutions here are 5 over 2 and negative 1. Let's check the back. We're looking for 5 over 2 and negative 1. Here it is, D. So number 3 is D. We can go back up, and just so we don't forget what we're doing, we can put D up here too. All right, I've done 3 problems for you. Use your notes and the 3 examples I've just given you for you to finish the rest of them. And so go ahead and get started with these, and I'll be back tomorrow to help you through the rest on our workday. Oh, actually, sorry, I said that wrong. Monday we're doing notes. You'll start this. Yes, yes. And then Tuesday will be a work day. Okay, see you tomorrow on Tuesday.